This is the first time we've vlogged in ages, and do you know something? We were just saying that we feel really anxious about going out of the house. I'm not anxious about the virus at all. I think it's more anxious about the fact that it's like agoraphobia. Do you feel the same?
A little bit, yeah.
I feel kind of stressed. So we dropped the Fiesta off this morning to get a service, and we thought, well, let's go for a drive. And so we're just going for a drive now, and we are coming up to Harrods. Today is the first day in the UK that the shops reopen, and I don't particularly want to go in. Why does that stress me out? But I thought we'd drive past and see what the queues are like. I'm really curious. I think it's either going to be dead in there because everyone's thinking the same, or I think it's going to be really bad queues.
Let's see what the Harrods car park queue's like.
Yeah.
That's normally the telltale sign.
Oh, that's true. Right, we're coming up to it now.
What's the cones?
Because it opened at 11.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I looked online.
Well, it kind of looks dead. Where's the car park? No, the car park's full! Right, I'm going to go past it. No way. Should we drive down the side of Harrods? Did I just go through a red light? No.
Yeah, just concentrate.
No, I didn't. They were like, you know when the light's green and everyone just starts crossing the road? I can't stand that. Right, so here we go. Let's see. It doesn't look too bad. Would you say?
No, it doesn't look too bad. I can't see any queue.
It looks, actually, I've got to say, it looks quite dead.
It is dead. She's wearing silver trousers.
Do you want me to just park up here?
Are you allowed?
Permit holders, okay. I could just try and find a space around here. I think I'll do that. Is that recording? So, we've just parked, and we're going to walk to Harrods. You can only stay here for 2 hours though, but that should be fine.
What do you think? First impressions?
Same as it was before.
No, it's quieter.
I don't know what's happened to me, but I'm so not into shopping. Do you know that?
It's only because COVID's taken it out of most people.
I just don't care, actually. We're just going to go up to Dior and see what's going on. I think so, yeah. First floor. I know. No, it's there.
Oh yeah. See, that's a nice photo.
Now, I know they're only allowed 6 people in at once. I can already see Anley.
Right.
Look, he's there. Hang on. That's him. Is he on the phone?
Text him and say get off your phone.
I'll text him.
He's doing his hair quickly.
Are you doing your hair?
How are you?
Good.
Oh my goodness, welcome back.
Oh my god, it's so good to see you. We can't go near each other.
No.
Social distancing?
Yeah,
2 meters.
yeah.
2 meters.
So, 6 people at a time.
The trouble is I can't get anybody in shot because it's 2 meters.
I know.
No, I have to stand right back here.
I really like that bag, actually. What's happening to me where I like the saddle? That's like the denim one I've got, but in grey. Quite like the strap with it as well. Okay, so we've been told that the Chanel sale is potentially on today as well, and apparently the queue is big. Oh, guys, look at the queue, Louis Vuitton. You can see it's really pretty quiet in here. I thought it was going to be a lot busier than this, but you saw the queue outside Chanel is insane, and apparently it's because there's a sale on.
It's worse downstairs.
And it's worse downstairs.
To be honest with you, there was, even without the sale, there's nothing in there that is any...
That's what you think.
I don't like.
David doesn't like Chanel.
It's not exciting anymore.
Doesn't.
There's no... I don't know, there's just nothing... It hasn't got the edge. It used to be the other way around. Dior never had the edge.
Yeah, I know. Probably going back like 10 years, Dior was always kind of boring. Are the belts in? Are the belts in the sale?
Yeah, 40% off.
The sales in here are like 40%. And if you imagine, no one's been shopping for the last 3 months. So normally the sale would be like all the dregs that no one wanted. The sale is insane because it's all the things that would have sold out, only no one was here to buy them.
Thank you.
I think it was.
Oops.
So the sale, I've heard this sale.
The sale is on. Is it? Is on the front.
Okay. Well, I think that's a dress.
This one, the pink one, and
Oh,
the
yes.
green one.
Okay.
They are.
Alright.
Yeah, not the off-white. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna double check. Let me have a look inside.
Thank
as well,
you.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah, I saw this in white, but the white one's not. I don't think they've even got one. So, guys, the sale is like the spring summer stuff is between 30 and 40% off. And if you imagine, no one's been here to buy it, so there's loads of stuff left in loads of sizes, which is kind of amazing. What do you think of that? With the belt?
Yeah, it's nice. Not actually, I don't. The print, no.
And we were doing the distance sales, so we were receiving orders back in hours like that.
Yeah. Oh, you can't try stuff on, can you?
There's that there that says.
Any bags?
Bags we can try on, yeah. So
Just wanted to come on here and explain why it is that we're back in Dior again. So earlier, where you saw we met Anne Lee at the kind of front of the shop, we couldn't go in at that time because they already had the maximum capacity customers that they're allowed, what with COVID, and I think that was like 6 customers. If you go to Harrods, the really weird thing is, particularly if you're on like the first floor, all of the queues are in the corridors because no one can actually go into the concessions. So for example, as you saw with Chanel a bit earlier, there's no one in the concessions, they're all out in the corridors. Fendi, 40% off.
Yeah, how much?
30% off.
What's on the so?
$5.90.
So what's 30% of 590?
No, don't do this to me.
What'd you buy? Stay where you are, stay where you are. Yeah? What'd you buy?
A pair of shoes. To match the bag he got me at Christmas. The things in the sale are a bit strange.
It's not focusing. It's like Sophie's gonna have to apologise.
Just before I do the haul, I just wanted to come on here and say in this next bit, I was day 2 of a migraine and the sickness that goes together with a migraine, and I look deathly and I was also sweating profusely, so if you can see the sweat on the face, I'm sorry about that. Hey guys, so I'm sat on the floor because I'm trying to organise stuff at the moment. I've got things that I've bought recently that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what I got in Harrods, and I've got some mail items from you. I haven't got loads. I've just got a few things that I'm going to go through and show you what's in there. I think that's the main thing. Shall I start with what I got in Harrods? I've got to say, guys, I feel really ill today. I kind of haven't felt good since yesterday, and I feel it kind of feels like a migraine that I've got, and it won't go, and I just feel so tired. I woke up this morning and I slept fine all night, but I woke up tired, and then I went back to bed again at lunchtime, and now it's about 5:30. And I'm going to go back to bed after this because I just feel really rough. So if I'm a bit flat, I'm sorry about that. So went into Harrods, and you know, it was kind of lackluster in there actually. The reason, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the reason why we went in there is because the car was getting serviced that day, and it also needed the MOT doing, and the MOT ran out a while ago, but because of COVID couldn't get it done. By the way, this is what I got. Yeah, so that's the reason why we ended up going to Harrods, because we had time to kill before the car had to be picked up, and we thought, what else is there to do? We'd already wasted half the day by the time we dropped it off there, so we went and had a look around Harrods. And one thing that I didn't anticipate is how weird it felt to be back in the shops again. I have been desperate since lockdown to get out of lockdown, and I felt, it sounds really weird, but I felt really panicky when I was in there. And I think it must be because of all the, you know, the new regulations and the fact that you can't go near anyone else, and wearing a face mask. There were people in there not wearing them, but and before you can go into all of the concessions, there's this kind of whole palaver with like hand sanitizer, and I get it, I'm not saying anything. But actually, when I went in there, I just felt stressed, and I felt like I didn't want to shop. I felt like I just wanted to go home. And I actually met one of you in there, VJ. I met you and you were buying, I think you were you buying a plate from Hermes, or had you already bought it? I can't remember, but I was talking to you and you were like, I've been in here not long, I'm gonna go home, it's just weird. And that is how we felt about it. It wasn't busy, and I kind of thought that. I thought it's either gonna be crazy busy or it's gonna be dead. And it was dead, but it wasn't a fun experience. And I had no desire to look at anything really. But this is one thing that I did get, and the only reason why I got it is because, do you remember David bought me the Lady Dior bag at Christmas, and it's in the houndstooth? Well, I want to use that bag more, but I find it's very difficult to style with things because the patterns on it, it's quite fussy and it's quite particular. And every time I've tried to wear it, I find it really difficult to, even with a plain black outfit, to be able to pull it into an outfit without it looking like I got dressed, and then I've tried to match the outfit with the bag, but it hasn't really worked. And I saw that they had these. Now, this heel height, I have this shoe already in the navy, and I find this a really comfortable heel height, and I can wear this in the day and not have issues with, you know, aching feet and stuff. So I thought, well, they're gonna match the bag, so that allows me to wear the bag more. I've kind of enabled myself, haven't I? But that was what I ended up buying. Some other things just recently are, first of all, these, which I think I showed to you in a video that I did a week ago. It was where I was showing you the ready-to-wear items, because I've got really into white sneakers. Now, I bought the Alexander McQueen all white, you know, the ones that kind of look a bit like this, and I love them. But let me tell you, they take a little while to kind of break in and to get soft. Once they do, they're amazing. And I think that they are a shoe that is really worthwhile and like really worth having. It's a very clean looking shoe. These are from Golden Goose, and they're kind of the same. They're the same thing that's going on with the Alexander McQueen, only they've got a bit of silver on the back, like silver sparkle. And what I liked about these is that some of you will know the Golden Goose sneakers, normally they look like they've been worn, they look like they're kind of covered in dirt and stuff. And for me personally, I can see why they'd be cool, and I did think about getting some, but then I was like, oh, I don't really feel like it's me, because I always like to keep my shoes clean. So, and I think these are in the sale at the moment, so I'll put details of those below. What else was I going to tell you? Oh yes, so some skincare. You know how I've said before that for under the eyes, this product is the best. If when you smile, you have tiny crinkles. So I've always had it from the inner corner of my eye. When I smile, I get a crinkle that normally comes out to about here, and then when I don't smile, it's gone. And when I don't have makeup on, it's less noticeable. It's more when I have under eye concealer or foundation on. When I smile, it shows up more, and it just really annoys me. And a couple of years back, I started using this product, and it's made by, I've spoken about it so many times before, it's made by a lady on Etsy, and everything is cruelty-free and vegan. Let me just open this so I can show you. She does like a whole load of products, but this is the first one that I got hooked on. And in fact, David, my husband, who can't be bothered with face creams, I used this on him a couple of weeks ago because he was like, oh, have you got any face cream? And I used this on his under eyes. He was like, wow, that's really good. And he's now taken my other one, and it's in his bathroom. But anyway, look, can you see? Let me try and show you. Can you see, we focus, can you see the consistency? It's like, can you see it's running down there? And it's like a serum gel, but it kind of doesn't really dry down. It does a bit, but it's very hydrating. It's not sticky and it's not oily. But so what I do is I use this twice a day, morning and evening. But then also, if I want to wear foundation in the day, like for example, I've got it on today, I just dab it under the eye, and then what that does is it softens the line when I smile. If you're going to do it though, just use the tiniest amount on a beauty blender and try and not get the product too much under your lower eyelashes, otherwise your mascara will come off. But this is a really good product. And then also turmeric. Now, I tried a turmeric face cream from this brand a while ago, and it was incredible. I can't even describe what it did. It felt very hydrating. It really cleared up my skin as well. I don't know how. Does turmeric do that? Maybe it does. But this is concentrated turmeric in a serum that I'm looking forward to trying. And I'll probably also mix that in with my regular day cream and night cream. Then this is a turmeric body butter. The body butters, by the way, if you're someone who has sensitive skin, or if you get eczema, which is me, then, and you normally find that you can't use a scented product because it really flares your skin up, try her stuff, because I don't know how, but it doesn't do that. This one, I think it's called Secret Seduction. This smells exactly like the Victoria's Secret signature fragrance, only it doesn't give the skin irritation. Oh, that smells really good. So yes, so there's that. Then one other product before I move on is in this, and I think this product actually comes in this box, and I love this box anyway. But this is it. This is another skin serum, or actually it's an elixir, and this is called Pilly Skin Elixir, and it's with green caviar. So it says here, warm the elixir in your palms and then use gentle pressing movements to apply the elixir all over your face. Tap your skin gently for 30 to 60 seconds until the elixir is absorbed. So, and here's the colour of it. I know the colour of it shouldn't matter, but look, green. Now, the next thing to move on to is you guys have written to me, and I've got some cards that you've written to me already. I think from the last video I did, where I did a mail time, I should now have written back to everyone. I think so. I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, please let me know. But I wrote back to everyone and I posted all of your cards out at the end of March, I think. First up, from Eleonora, who is in the UK, in Cambridge, as I remember. I just want to thank you so much for sending me this. I found this. This is what happens with the Royal Mail, is that the items don't all turn up in good time necessarily. And I found this in an envelope. And I was like, it's from Eleonora. Where has that been? So I'm really sorry if you sent me this a while ago and you're like, oh, thanks for not saying thank you for it. But look at this, everyone. This is the kindest thing. You have sent me these face masks. I love Korean face masks anyway. I have them in the bathroom, and then when I take a bath, I normally put on 2. I'm like, oh, what do I feel like today? These ones are soda bubble masks. Oh, wow. Look at that. And then the thing that I got really excited about is this. This is so nice of you. This is a jewellery box. Look at this, for travel. So you can, it's got kind of Velcro strips here so that you can attach jewellery and then stick it down so it's not kind of rolling everywhere. And then over here it's got pockets which you could put stud earrings or rings. But I saw it and I thought, that's so nice of you. You didn't need to do that. And I always am so grateful for all of you whenever you go out of your time and go to the expense of sending me things, or even just taking the time to write to me. I really appreciate it. So thank you for that. And actually, moving on, before I move on to the cards, on that note of being grateful to you all, there was something that I remembered I wanted to say. I just wanted to say thank you so much. On the last video I did was a sponsored video with Selfridges, and I'm always nervous about doing sponsored videos because I don't want to annoy any of you. But at the same time, if a really decent brand comes to me, it's not about the money, it's about the flattery that they'd even want to be on my channel. And I still cannot believe the size of this channel. I've always said I want to quit before I get to 500,000, that it just scares me. But the thing is, I just enjoy so much. I love making these videos. And yeah, every so often they're quite annoying to edit, but most of the time I feel like I've been doing this for so long now that finding the time in my day to make the videos has become quite easy in a way, because I always know what videos I'm going to do and I just block film them all out. And I just enjoy the interaction with you all. But yeah, whenever I do sponsored videos, I always get very stressed about them because I think, oh wow, the fact that Selfridges want to work with me is like weird. But then at the same time, I'm thinking, oh, I really don't want to annoy you all. And anyway, what I was going to say is, under that video, I had a number of you all saying the nicest things, and the things you were saying were that you were like, oh, I'm really happy for you that you got this brand deal with Selfridges. And I was just, all of you on all of the videos, I have the nicest audience, and you are the reason why I keep going as well, because I want to keep talking to you. I love that interaction that we have with each other, and I really mean it. You know, I write to a lot of you, and I don't talk about it because why would you? But I have that kind of relationship with a lot of you, and I appreciate that. So thank you. The first card is from Karen, and this is actually a reply card because I wrote to Karen in, I think it was March now. Karen's basically got in touch and you said, you screamed when you saw the letter today in your mail. Once again, with all your subscribers, I feel so blessed to hear from you and that you've taken the time to write to me. I would write to everyone if I could, but I do tend to write an essay, as any of you who have heard from me know. It's like pages. I wrote to one of you in South Africa back in March, and I actually felt sorry for you because I honestly think there were 6 sides of paper because you'd asked me a load of stuff. Do you know, Karen, thank you so much, because Karen, you write to me a lot, and I love your card as well. You said your friend made this. The second is in this. Monica, you know who you are. Look at this, houndstooth, hang on. It matches the shoes, stop it. So this is from Monica. Now Monica is a blogger, and I'm gonna link to her below. Now Monica sent me this lovely card, and she sent me something that she's made. So, oh my God, and your writing as well. Can we talk about your perfect writing? Dear Sophie, my name is Monica, and I discovered your channel a year ago. I'm so thankful that I did. Not only do I learn new lessons through your content, but you also inspire me to follow my career and dreams and become my own successful entrepreneur. I've always loved making jewellery, and recently launched my eco brand, which is called TMW London. I use non-toxic resin, and I combine it with broken vintage jewellery to upcycle and give discarded jewels a new lease of life. Now let's have a look at this jewellery. I've already seen it and it's really nice. And it's a really sweet story actually. So this is it. So this here is the resin. And Monica was saying that these flowers, I think you were saying, if I'm correct, that the flowers are from, you picked them from the Camden Rose Gardens in London. I mean, how amazing is that? And the packaging as well, we focused, Monica's packaging as well is all recyclable. They're really nice, and she does loads of different colours, so I'm going to link to her below. And Monica, thank you so much for sending me these. I really, really appreciate it. They're gorgeous, and the fact that you went and picked the flowers as well, that's just so nice. This is a letter that came through from Victoria, and I actually read it, because I've started reading the letters now before I do the videos. Otherwise, I end up like slow readers club trying to read it. Whereas if I know the gist of it, then it's easier. So this is from Victoria, and it said that you say that this is the first time you've ever written to a YouTuber, and that you stumbled across my channel when you were searching for handbag inspiration. Oh, you say that I've got the most amazing content, and it feels like we are very, very similar. And I really appreciate, by the way, your feedback all the time. It's really good when I find it really helpful when I do a video and then you tell me what you do and don't like about it. Or one of you, I think you said that you don't like the music in the background. And I know sometimes it can be annoying, like if there's a drum beat to it or a ding or something, can be quite annoying. So I've like not put the music so much in the background of many videos, and just things like that's really helpful. But you go on to say that you really love cars, luxury and traveling, and that you were planning to do a 6-month European road trip in your new car, but COVID-19 has altered everything. Yeah, this year's been a bit rubbish, hasn't it? It really has been quite depressing, and I keep feeling as though life before lockdown is just, I don't know, it's just like this different universe that existed before lockdown. And sadly I felt like that even more after going to Harrods, because Harrods reminded me that things are not going to be the same for a while. There was a weird vibe, there's stickers all over the floor, you can't go near anyone. It's quite an intense feeling, and yeah, it feels really, really horrible actually. And you say that you're not sure if David and I celebrate Easter, but you made us a card. We do celebrate Easter, and I love your card. I actually saw you put your own stamp on the back of it. This is really good, like your own rubber stamp. I shall just quickly show you what I'm wearing today. These are those Topshop jeans, which are quite comfortable, and they're quite high-waisted as well. And then I've got it on with this sweater. These are all kind of, look at these. These aren't real pearls, but they look like Baroque pearls kind of there. I'm now going to go for a nap, I think. I hope everyone has a lovely rest of the weekend, and I will see you in the next video.